Oh, what's good? What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Drop the Dimes with Mr. Dugai. Check out the description box, man. Got all kind of important information in there if y'all want to holler at your boy. Today, July 21st. Before I start this video, I want to give a big birthday shout out to my youngest daughter, Kylie, who's 12 years old today. Happy birthday, baby girl. I love you. Today's topic, man, LSU all preseason team and official, predictions as far as where everybody think they're gonna finish. LSU has 6 players on the all SEC first team. Quarterback Jaden Daniels, you have wide receiver Malik Neighbors, you have offensive lineman Will Campbell, you have defensive lineman Mekhi Wingo and Mason Smith, and you have linebacker Harold Perkins. All those guys were first team all SEC, all big time players. Jaden Daniels, it doesn't surprise me at all. Listening to SEC Media Day, it was a lot of people who really high on him. The running ability is there and going to be there. With him, it's just about being confident in his passing ability. He throws a nice ball. He has a lot of weapons to work with. And he's seasoned. He's a veteran. So if he go out there and just play the way he's capable of playing, he could have some big things for Jaden Daniels this year. Malik Neighbors is arguably the best receiver in the whole SEC. Just a guy who really came on last year with all the Keyshawn Butte stuff going on. Malik Neighbors took advantage of the opportunity, stepped up and ran with it. And that carried into an absolutely dominating bowl game performance, and a lot of hype for him coming into this season, and I'm expecting him to do big things this year. Will Campbell, sophomore offensive tackle. It started a little rough for him, as a true freshman going out there early on, especially against a guy like Verse for Florida State, who he gonna see again this year. But he settled in real nicely and just became a real mainstay for us on the left tackle position. So looking forward to having him back, as it's always good to have somebody you trust on your blind side on that offensive line. Defensive line, Mekhi Wingo, guy transferred in from Missouri. He was expected to come to us just as like depth, but he was outstanding last year. And I'm excited, to see him paired up with the next guy I'm about to talk about, Mason Smith, could give us a real formidable defensive front. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they could do together this year. And of course, like I just mentioned, Mason Smith. Coming off of an ACL injury, unfortunately. We got to see if he could get back to his normal self early on. But if this guy is healthy, this guy might be one of the top, if not the top defensive tackle, that's going to be taken in next year's NFL draft. He's that talented. He's that disruptive. Looking forward to him being out there and staying healthy. And Harold Perkins. Harold Perkins is arguably the best defensive player in all of college football. And he's just a true sophomore. Guy you can line up anywhere. He's probably our best edge pass rusher on the team, and he's an actual linebacker. Flies around, was a big time running back in high school, similar to Devin White. Flies around, make plays. Just a real disruptive player out there. And I'm anxious to see what Matt House could do with him in year 2, as he's gotten even more seasoned and more, knowledgeable in the defense. Sky's the limit for this guy. If he could just stay healthy, the potential is just, and the athletic traits are just absolutely astonishing. Those are all the first team players. Second team players, Mason Taylor was the only LSU player to be on the preseason second team. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't a guy called Brock Bowers at Georgia, he'd have probably been first team, man. 'Cause this guy is pretty doggone good himself, but Brock Bowers is a top 5 pick in the NFL draft, man. You know, also our lives. We also had the other second team, a long snapper, Slide Roy, was second team All SEC. I'm not about to sit up here and act like I know much about long snappers besides them getting good snaps and going down covering kicks on special teams. So, but shout out to him for being second team All SEC preseason. But I don't really have much of a breakdown of him. And third team, you know, Emory Jones, the other tackle we have, is third team preseason All SEC. He settled in nicely as well, giving us a lot of experience, you know, at that tackle position, the true sophomore. And Major Burns, you know, coming in at safety, you know, is a guy that you know, is very, very seasoned, and we expect to, you know, have a lot of leadership back there in that secondaries. We expect the safeties to really come in and do their thing, especially with us having two brand new corners out there. You know, so we're gonna rely a lot on our veteran leadership at safety. And in the preseason picks, you know, a lot of people thought that LSU would get picked to win the SEC West. Lo and behold, it was Alabama again. I think, honestly, though, I think the gap with the voters were a lot. I don't see the final total, but I think the difference is that people looked at the head-to-head matchup, and then LSU and Alabama are going to play in Tuscaloosa. If LSU and Alabama played early in the year, or if LSU and Alabama played in Death Valley, I think a lot of the voters would have leaned towards LSU. But the fact that the game is in Tuscaloosa, though I honestly feel like LSU is better this year. You know, Alabama, obviously, they have a quarterback going to be settled in by then. They got a lot of talent, you know, with guys like Dallas Turner, Kool-Aid McKinstry, you know, the offensive line, you know, the backfield and all that. And obviously, just the pure coaching of Nick Saban and that staff, though they do got two brand new coordinators. I do think LSU is better, but we'll see. You know, it's not always. Alabama was picked last year as well, so it's not. It don't always go by that. But yeah, that's the All SEC preseason team. I'm looking forward to this season. We getting closer, yo. To that big time colossal matchup with Florida State and Orlando Labor Day Sunday night, man. Can't wait. With that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm going to have LSU, NCAA, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.